Greetings on this Tuesday, the last official day of spring. We've been calling it summer now for weeks because it's felt like summer as such. School's out, temperatures are high, we've seen the heat and humidity, and it's felt like summer. Now summer arrives tomorrow, and it feels like spring. It's Kentucky weather. Love it or hate it. On a weather-related note, we'll talk much more about just the first day of summer's forecast. We'll be talking about hurricane season. Predictions are out, and we're already looking at what could be the remnants of Cindy affecting our weather, and what could be a tropical depression at that point if it makes its way into Kentucky. The leftovers of Cindy, that could possibly collide with a cold front, and we could be in for some serious rainfall. And we'll talk about that as it deserves some serious attention in just a few moments, as well as taking a quick look at hurricane season and how it could be really active this year. If you've got some travel or vacation plans, as far as predicting them, we're not going to go that far, but just as far as giving you the update from the National Weather Service as to how active they think it's going to be, we'll certainly go there. The Salyersville City Council met in regular session last night. They discussed pulling funding and support from a local organization that they have supported for years. They also discussed some budgetary concerns in regards to the second reading of the budget. A lot of other topics that I'll cover for you tonight. This show taped early, however, in an effort to get caught up on all the news that's happening this evening and for tomorrow's program. We've got an extra special story, life-saving story for you on tomorrow, not unlike one that I aired about some special folks, especially one local young lady, just it's been a few weeks now, a couple of months. Also, the McGoffin County Board of Education meets tonight, and they are expecting a special visitor via Skype, if you will, with a special message. So we're going to be there, and I've got two other places to be, all beginning right around 5 o'clock. So I'm going to get you to the coverage of the council meeting announcements and your weather forecast, which has got a lot to cover there in just a few moments. A couple of reports from elsewhere around the region. A man was found in Louisa, a man in Lawrence County. Sadly, though, it was not a good ending. The Sheriff's Department there had been asking for the public's help in regards to finding 72-year-old Arnold Perry since Wednesday of last week, and a motorist spotted a car off the beaten path, so to speak, in some tall grass, and it was there that he was discovered. Missing since last Wednesday, he was found about 5 miles from his residence. Arnold Perry, William Arnold Perry, was found dead in his car after a motorist sometime yesterday afternoon after 4 o'clock spotted the vehicle, like I say, off the beaten path, so to speak. They have confirmed, being the Sheriff's Department and the coroner there, that he did die as a result of injuries sustained in the car crash. And the identity of a man killed in a Pike County crash last night has been released. A Williamson man by the name of 54-year-old Walter E. Maynard died last night in a two-car crash in Pikeville. Just before 8 o'clock last night, EMS and law enforcement responded to a two-vehicle crash at the intersection of US 23 and 119. They had to shut down the northbound lanes of 23 for quite some time to cut one person out of their vehicle. 2 people were taken to the Pikeville Medical Center, and one of those was pronounced dead at that facility, that being 54-year-old Walter Maynard, who died in the emergency room. That accident and crash remains under investigation. We will be right back in just a matter of seconds, picking up our first top headline of this Tuesday. Stay tuned.
To get high-speed internet on their state-of-the-art fiber optic network for all of your home and business solutions, or to watch TV without a contract on over 200 digital channels with superb quality, or stay connected with family and friends with 24/7 telephone service you can always depend on, contact Foothills Broadband today. Or just click on their link to the right to find out how they're working to provide the latest in communications at affordable prices with exceptional service at Foothills Broadband. Satisfy your hunger and get a great deal on some famous home cooking at your Salyersville Lee's Famous Recipe, where we started the under $5 daily specials. On Wednesdays, it's our 3-piece dinners, famous crispy or roast, any way you like it. Get a leg thigh and a wing, 2 sides and a biscuit for only $4.99 or $3.99 after 4 o'clock, and you can get a breast thigh and a leg for just $1 more. All at Where We Cater, gatherings big or small, your Salyersville Lee's.
I'm attorney Don McFarland. We all know that times are hard, jobs are scarce. Most people that I know are struggling to support their families and make it through each day. Now imagine that you get seriously hurt while working on the job, and the insurance company for your employer refuses to pay wages and benefits while you are injured and cannot afford to pay medical expenses, household bills, and put food on the table to support your family. I can help. If you are being wrongfully denied workers' compensation benefits that you rightfully deserve, then give me a call and let me go to work for you. 349-9000.
A tire more than 25% low, about 8 pounds, makes you 3 times more likely, and worn-out tires 11 times more likely to be in a tire-related crash. Don't take your or their safety for granted. Come in for a free inspection, 6 months, no interest financing, the best price and best selection at Conley Tire in Staffordsville.
The Salyersville City Council met in regular session last night. All members present with the exception of Tom Frazier, who is still out with an illness, and Paul Burchell, I believe, also absent as well. But the council in attendance did discuss several items, including the continuation of holding funds back from a local organization until they get the proper financial documents. They also had some budgetary discussion in regards to passing the city's budget, and a lot of other important topics discussed as well, and everything from bears to mosquitoes were addressed.
Mayor Shepherd appointed Jack Minix of Coal Branch to fill the unexpired term of Mike Conley to the McGoffin County Housing Authority. Conley being the recently appointed councilman who had to resign or step down from his position on the Housing Authority before taking a seat on the council. And the mayor then asked the opinion of the council in regards to how to proceed with the situation, saying that the city has sent the Historical Society 4 written requests for financial statements as required by Kentucky statute by any organization that receives city funding. The city giving the Historical Society $3,500 a quarter for the past many years, but not making those payments to the Historical Society for over a year now, as the city says that they have tried to get the financial records that the city auditor says that they must have for their records.
We requested, and they haven't sent us nothing until this last time, and they sent us just a list of what they paid. And what we need for our audits, and our auditor needed, is a itemized, like from the bank statements, is what they pay, so we know that the money's going for where it should go. And it's not nothing against it. We have to have a financial statement. So what we've been telling them, we can't pay them until we get the financial statement, but they've written this letter and wanting us to go ahead and start paying them some again. And that's, I'm going to leave that up to you.
We was paying them at one time.
We was paying them $3,500 a quarter.
But I have one question. The budget you're proposing to this council, are they in that budget?
They will be in that budget. I keep
So
that
they're
in, I keep that in the
that
budget.
you're proposing
Yeah,
for
I keep
this
that in the
year?
budget. I keep that in the budget.
Well, my question is, why have you been continuing to pay them if they haven't?
I haven't been paying them. We haven't paid them for a year.
For a year?
Since
What
we've been
about-
writing the letters.
It's been over a year.
It's been over a year
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to get a statement from them, because legally, right there's the attorney.
But I don't like you,
I'd have to have that.
I don't like you, since this is just coming up now, putting the burden on our shoulders, making us look bad for being corporate.
If you don't want to make the decision, I will, and that's fine. But it's in the, I brought it for your opinion.
We've had this discussion
Yeah.
before and over the past years, and the council, whatever
Didn't want it.
configuration, we've had some against paying over the last several years, but the council's always voted to continue to pay. I mean, this is not a new discussion. I mean, we've had,
Well,
and my position's always been that when you spend city council funds, you're supposed to be able to show that it's going for nonprofit, charitable type, and you're supposed to be able to document what the city funds
how
are
long
being
was
used
it
for.
been?
And after some more discussion, a motion was made and approved to table the issue for 1 more month, during which the city will make another attempt to get the financial records from the Historical Society that they need. From there, it was on to the second reading of the budget for the city of Salyersville, with the mayor outlining expenditures and revenues and noting that once the city receives some $24,000 in utility taxes that it's still owed, and recoups reimbursements of $10,000 for a gazebo that they received a grant for, and $6,000 in fire equipment that they'll also be reimbursed, that the city will be just about even for the fiscal year.
So your total estimated revenue is?
So our budget last year was, we budgeted $1,072,900 for our general fund. We've taken in $1,061,725 which is a difference of $11,000, and we still have half the month to go, so we'll be taking in more money. So, you know, it's gonna come out about even. Our tourism tax, we went up from $205,000 is what we budgeted. We took in $236,000 to date. LGAF, we budgeted 30, we took it in 29,504. ABC fund, we budgeted 54, we took in 55,280. Our road fund, 30,000, we took in 30,000, we took in 34,815. So, you know, it all comes out that we're like at 1.404 thousand to take it in. We spent 1.5. And then I told you what we spent the 5 at was basically on overtime, some unexpected expenses, and we paid $35,000 for money we're gonna get back. So when you add it all up, we're probably going in the hole, or going in the red about $25,000 when it's all said and done.
Later in the mayor's report, Shepard outlined several topics. One, mosquito spraying, set for, as I told you last night briefly, tonight at 10 o'clock, covering 21 miles of city streets.
Mosquito sprayer will be here tomorrow night. We'll be spraying the city again. I've got him booked for every 3 weeks. He says, though, the mosquitoes are so bad, and I took him and looked at the problem area between Logan, the IGA, and JT, and Gerald Sayers', and he said there's no way in the world to keep mosquitoes out there. It's too thick, the water stands too much. He said it would break the state budget to come in there and fix it where we wouldn't have mosquitoes. So he said the best thing is mosquito spray on your arms and repellent, mosquito repellent. He just said it's just going to be bad. He said, you know, what we do will take care of probably generally for a couple of weeks, but that 3rd week they'll be coming back. So, but that's about as often as they'll come out, because they come to everybody. They got 6 guys that does the whole state of Kentucky sprays.
He went on to update everyone on the bear sighting, which I showed you last week. The night after I showed you the bear in the dumpster at the Allen Drive Apartments, the same bear, they believe, was spotted at the lower end of town on West Maple Street, but has not been confirmed to have been seen since. And his advice to everyone, per Department of Fish and Wildlife officials, do not put anything out that would be considered food for your pets or anything else. Do not leave any food out that may attract a bear at this time of year especially. He mentioned the new gazebo, which has been placed in the city park across from City Hall with a grant that had been obtained by the city. They have plans on running electric and water to the facility. The Community Foundation in McGoffin County has also offered to support the project with another $2,500. He referred to no yard sales on the Parkway and Restaurant Row, as he did in an exclusive report here just a few days ago, reminding everyone that the state has requested no yard sales to take place during the construction project for the next couple of years in that specific area. And he reminded the council and the audience that the city gives $12,000 to the Ramey Park every year, and the county gives $10,000 to the park, but that the city had also spent $66,000 additionally in the park this year, with hopes that the county may do some more in the Ramey Park in the future with some financial support. And speaking of the park, 2 items on the city's wish list when they have the available funds, possibly enclosing in one or some of the shelters in the Ramey Park, and also adding wheelchair ramps to make it easier for those in wheelchairs to have access from the walking trail onto or into the shelter area. I'll pick it back up with announcements, maybe a birthday or two, right after this message or two. Yes, Logan makes the best truck bodies on the market, and they also have a fully stocked warehouse of dump body parts, PTOs, hydraulic pumps, hoists, anything you need to get back on the road. And they are a full-service steel and aluminum service center. They keep I-beam, channel, angle, pipe, round rod, rebar, expanded metal, sheet metal, and aluminum all in stock. And if you've got a big project, they do commercial manufacturing to your specs. Logan, since 1904. Summer is officially here, and so are some of the best deals you're going to find. Pennies on the dollar on everything from power equipment, power tools, barbecues, TVs, jewelry, electronics, games, and more. Musical instruments, guns, long and hand, new, and ammunition, and they can special order and have whatever gun you want in 48 hours at Parkway Gun Pawn. Wanting you to have a healthier life means providing access to quality, affordable health care. And to do exactly that, Hope Family Medical Center offers full dental care with Dr. Pratt and his team, a pediatrician team of 3 doctors and nurses and moms, complete health care by family physician Dr. Kelly Pratt and nurse practitioners Mildred Sizemore, Gail Faria, Shannon Conley, and Heather Blair. Behavioral health services with Kimberly Davis, with in-house lab testing and results, in-house x-ray and pharmacy, and all the caring, knowledge, and experience that these medical professionals represent
at Hope Family Medical Center.
Make your way to Broadway Auto Sales in Paintsville for this 2013 Jeep Wrangler, wheels, tires, tow, and more. And check out this big, roomy Tundra Crew Max with the big 5.7 liter and a like-new 2016 Ford Escape all-wheel drive loaded up. Just look for the big gorilla and yellow sunglasses. Broadway Auto in Paintsville. Much more than diesel specialist, Black Smoke Performance is turning out excellent auto body collision paint and repair results with free quotes and estimates on everything from insurance jobs to that ding you got in the driveway, custom lift kits, bed liners, winches, and accessories, and full diagnostics and repair on anything gas or diesel, from brakes to fluid changes to major auto repair. If you want it fixed, lifted, painted, customized, or just maintained, just call on the team at Black Smoke Performance in Dixie of Salyersville, 100 May Drive, or 349-8785.
More headlines in a moment. Right now, let's go ahead and tune in and find out what's happening on tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. Guess what? It starts off with a birthday.
A big, special happy birthday to Bessie Brown. It says a whole lot of love from Terry and a whole lot of family and friends. Happy birthday today to Bessie Brown. Attention golfers, grab a pen. Got a phone number for you about a big golf outing. A University of Pikeville football golf outing at the Green Meadow Country Club in Pikeville. Comes up on Friday, July the 21st. Now, this is going to be a traditional 4-person scramble. All the golfers also participate in a putting contest. Entry fee is $100 per person or $400 for the foursome. Top 3 teams under the list of prizes. Top 3 teams, longest drive, closest to the pin, hole-in-one, longest putt, tricky trade, drawing prizes. They will have registration beginning at 8 o'clock on that morning of July the 21st. They'll have a shotgun start at 9, lunch, and awards beginning at 2:30. And there's the number. That's why I needed the pin. You can contact Associate Head Coach and Defensive Coordinator for the U-Pike football team, Brian Williams, 794-9372. I'll keep this up and running for a few days in case somebody missed it, or you need the phone number, 794-9372. A reminder that North McGoffin Elementary has a special site-based meeting set for tomorrow, 3 o'clock in the school's conference room. This invitation comes from Principal Isaac, saying that everyone is indeed invited and welcome to attend, as always. And I guess probably one last reminder, it's winding down this week. The countywide cleanup is ongoing in District 3 for those residents, and the citywide cleanup, they extended theirs this week to cover anyone who may have been missed or didn't get their stuff out in time last week to be included as well. So if you have any questions, 349-2313 to the judge's office or 349-2409 to City Hall. McGoffin County High School class of 82 celebrating 35 years on June the 24th with a big cookout in Ramey Park. Kids, grandkids, welcome to. Contact classmate Carol Scott Hall. You can reach her at P.O. Box 3 here in Salyersville or find Carol on Facebook. And find your birthday or anniversary or special or important announcement on this program by simply telling me about it, either through the post office at P.O. Box 1443 in Salyersville, email at yournewstoday@yahoo.com, Ritter Mortimer on Facebook. Like everybody else, our phone is 349-3699, fax is 349-3221. Programming for the time being, our website is still being upgraded and worked on, and go to our YouTube channel. You can even subscribe, and you'll get an alert every time we post a show or an update on YouTube, and you can catch our programming there in case you missed it the first time or need to or want to see it again at Your News Today by Ritt Mortimer on YouTube.com. Turning to funeral service announcements, a service provided by our friends at the McGoffin County Funeral Home, and a correction as I made last night on social media. We had services for Buck Bailey as being held yesterday, and they were in fact to be held earlier today, as they were. Our apologies for the mistake. I posted the correction last night on social media, and I hope that did get to several individuals out there. But nevertheless, 88-year-old Buck Bailey passed away on the 16th and was laid to rest today, survived by sons Clinton and Callie Bailey and daughters Shirley Howard and Charlotte Bailey and stepchildren Terry Thomas and Ray Francis and Wilma Jean Ward and Shirley Rudd. The McGoffin County Funeral Home was in charge of arrangements. Services for Pamela Miller are going to be held tomorrow morning at 11. Miller, at the age of 59, passed away on the 16th, the daughter of Violet Eileen Ferris and the late Henry Thomas Cheney. Visitation continues this evening and up until services that start once again tomorrow morning at 11 from the Wright Middle Fork United Baptist Church. The family welcomes friends once again for the remainder of the evening, and contributions can be made to the Pamela Miller Memorial Fund at the Salyersville Funeral Home. This announcement in loving memory of Ernie Brown, missed by a host of family and friends, and also in loving memory tonight, asked to have been said in honor of Wanda Gaspard, missed and loved by 6 children, grandchildren, and a host of family and friends as well.
Hi, I'm Attorney Jeff Lovely. At my law office, we're determined to offer you and your family outstanding, cost-effective, and responsive legal services. I can help you if you've been injured in a car wreck. I'll be in your corner if you have a DUI or other criminal charges. To file bankruptcy and stop those harassing phone calls, or I'll fight for you and your children in divorce and custody cases. For all your legal services, contact me when it matters. In Salyersville at 349-4522 and West Liberty at 743-1965.
Hey guys, my bill's a lot higher than it should be. I thought I got a great deal.
The old fine print bit.
Your great deal doesn't include financing, which is usually $25 or more.
But the ad said that every network is within a 1% difference of each other.
1% means network reliability, not coverage.
So I'll drop calls?
Nope.
You can't drop calls if you don't have service.
Yeah, we both have Appalachian Wireless. Great network reliability and actual coverage.
I'm switching to Appalachian Wireless.
Better service with bigger savings and less fine print.
'Tis the season, as they say, with wedding and baby registry at the Seasonal Shop. And as always, an endless selection of new summer shades and styles and sizes for everyone, from design houses of Charlie Page and Mud Pie, with all the matching accessories to go along with them. Shoes, jewelry, hats, bags, scarves, and more. And new arrivals weekly with free local delivery. All from Fraser's Prater Drugs Seasonal Shop in downtown Salyersville. Just in and just perfectly priced at Gateway Motors, this 2012 Nissan Rogue all-wheel drive. And this 2012 Ford Fusion, only $7,900. This 2011 Chevy Cruze loaded up, $8,900. And it's a push-pull drag sale going on right now, which means however you can get it in, it's guaranteed to be worth at least $1,000. On this 2010 Nissan Sentra, priced at $7,900, or this 2011 Impala LT, priced under $8,000, and most payments under $200 a month. Come and check out Gateway Motors in Salyersville, 349 Cars. Like our 100% safe and secure mobile banking app at Salyersville National, we're always working to make your life a little easier, and our mobile deposit feature gives you more freedom and more time to do what you love the most. Just open the app, confirm the amount, and click. You're done. A safe, no-hassle way to manage your money from anywhere in the... well, you get the drift. Now get the app at Salyersville National Bank, 349-3131. Parkway Pharmacy, now open earlier from 8 a.m. until 6 in the evening to better suit your schedule and lifestyle, and to help you get better and live a healthier life. And if allergies are bogging you down, they're armed with the very best in over-the-counter relief for adults and your children. Reach owner pharmacist Jesse Rudd and his assistant pharmacist Megan Castle and their staff at 8 o'clock in the mornings or at 349-4400.
It's a topic of discussion pretty much this time of year, around about each and every year. The National Hurricane Center has issued their predictions for the activity of the upcoming or ongoing hurricane season. And on the heels of that, we learned that what's left over from Cindy in a few days could work its way into Kentucky. I still want to stress could, but collide with a cold front. And between the two, give us some serious rainfall. The National Hurricane Center confirms, as of course we already know, that the 2016 season was the most active since 2012. We had over a dozen, actually 15 named storms. That does include 7 hurricanes and 4 classified as major hurricanes. Now, this is their initial outlook, which they say that they will update in early August, which will be the peak of hurricane season. But right now, forecasters are predicting a 70% chance or likelihood of somewhere from 11 to 17 named storms. That means winds of 39 miles per hour or higher, of which 5 to 9 of those could become hurricanes, 74 miles per hour in winds or greater, including 2 to 4 major hurricanes that will be Category 3, 4, or 5 with winds at least 111 miles per hour. An average hurricane season produces 12 named storms, half of which become hurricanes, half of those, which is 3, going on to become major hurricanes. That's an average. The Prediction Center says that the outlook reflects their expectation of a weak or non-existent El Nino, near or above average sea surface temperatures across the tropical Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean, and average or weaker than average vertical wind shear in the same region. Yes, I said a weak or non-existent El Nino. Strong El Ninos and wind shear usually suppress development of Atlantic hurricanes, so the prediction for weak conditions gives us an indicator that it could be more active this year. And also, warmer sea surface temperatures tend to fuel hurricanes as they travel across the ocean. On to Cindy. Well, Cindy right now is the 3rd tropical storm of the year and has the potential, per one of the latest renderings here, as you'll see by the National Weather Service, could, what's left of it at the time, any remnants thereof, make its way and fizzle out over Kentucky. And if it does, it could be over the course of this weekend, as you can see depicted by the graph, around 7 o'clock Saturday morning, which is right around the same time we could be feeling the effects of a cold front that's going to give us some rain in and of itself. With all that together, we could be in for a significant amount of rainfall for your weekend and a little thereafter. But it being Cindy and Saturday, both are still a little too far out to call for certain, but that is certainly a possibility at this time. But as for now, just a really nice, mild Tuesday evening. 59 and partly cloudy. We did make it up into the mid-80s here at the studio, but it didn't feel as warm as it had been. And tomorrow we'll see the mid-80s again. More sunshine, 85, 64. Thursday, more of the same. Not as dry towards the latter part of your Thursday. In fact, we'll see partly sunny skies Thursday, and we'll work in about a 20% chance of some showers in the afternoon, around 2 or 3. But by Thursday night, a front approaches and gives us a likelihood of some showers, possibly some storms, and definitely some cooler air afterwards. And we're going to deal with the clouds and showers for more than just a day. Cold front's going to give us around around 79 to 80 degrees on your Friday, and showers and thunderstorms are likely, and more of the same on your Saturday. Mostly cloudy, showers still quite likely at 80 and 66. Sunday, the sun should start to make a return, at least a partly sunny sky above, and still a not as threatening 20 to 30% shot of some showers for the last of your weekend. And all of this, of course, as I said or referred to a moment ago, still kind of subject to change depending on what Cindy does and what's left of Tropical Storm Cindy by the time it, or if it, reaches eastern Kentucky. And lastly, as I opened up with at the start of the program, I'm off for an extra special report that I look forward to bringing you on tomorrow night's program, and that's indeed all I'm going to say on that topic. Also, the McGoffin County Board of Education meets this evening with a special visitor via Skype and a special message, maybe bearing, I don't want to say gifts, but so to speak. And I've got a couple of other things that will more than likely pan out to be headlines for tomorrow night's program, and it all happens as soon as I can get out this door. Thank you for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow night for more of Your News Today.